Hello and welcome to this edition of the Wisdom Path podcast. I'm Louise, intuitive consultant and modern medicine woman. Today we're speaking of discernment. Perhaps you have always been a people pleaser. Which means either you allow or you have allowed situations, people, experiences that through spiritual discernment you would not and will not allow. For you have either kept up so many barriers that you will allow nothing in, or you have allowed people to override your essence. You are coming back into awareness. You are reconnecting to the self. And as you reconnect to the self, you become aware of what nourishes your sensitive soul, of what speaks to you of love, of respect. You are able to command into your sphere of influence, of connection, only things that you wish to be there. And that has not always been the case. Perhaps you have allowed people to roughshod over your expression, your ability to speak the truth, your self-expression, your self-love, your self-respect, your self-confidence, which has left you with lack of confidence, left you with low self-esteem, because you have felt that you needed to overgive, to overshare, or in other cases, to share nothing at all, to give nothing away. And so when you have been closed down, it has been impossible to discern without feeling. It has been impossible to discern without sensing, because you have been too afraid of what you might feel, what you might sense, and therefore it is best to do nothing at all. Here comes in a different understanding, that as you connect to the self, it is possible to make positive decisions about what you experience, who you experience it with, and where you allow people through the gateway, and where you are confident enough to make the decision to bar the way, and to know that what you sense and feel, your instinct, is correct. To have the confidence to turn away an opportunity, to turn away a person who is not going to be good for you, to turn away from experiences that no longer serve you. This is okay. This is discernment. This is understanding of the self. To become spiritual is not to become free for all. Indeed, at this time, more than at any other time, as you continue your rise in consciousness, it is to be more aware of what you are allowing in, more aware of the experiences that you are allowing. For people will be attracted to this new energy. People will be attracted to what you are able to give. And yet, first of all, you must give to yourself. You must give yourself the gift of presence. You must give yourself the gift of self-love, of self-worth. And then you decide how much you have left for everybody else. And yet, until now, this is always perceived as a selfish act, to put yourself first. How are you to remain in wholeness if you do not put yourself first? If you are giving away your power constantly, if you are giving away your energy constantly, if you are emotionally drained rather than emotionally charged because you have given too much to others. This is a selection you are able to make, a selection as though you are at the supermarket. I choose the best bits, I choose the ripest fruit, I choose the best quality vegetables. I choose what is going to nourish me, body, mind and soul. And so this recipe is a selection of the energy, of the emotions, of the effectiveness that will come from discerning and deserving, to know that you value yourself enough, that you respect yourself enough to make the most quality of selection, the best choice for your higher self, the best choice for your sensitive soul. You deserve it. You have to know it, you have to own it, you have to believe it, you have to see it, you have to sense it, you have to feel it on a multi-dimensional level. And so at this very point, the things that you have held closest, the things that are very dear to you, begin to fall away. They begin to fall away because they are not aligned with this version of yourself. This is not an inferior version. This is a superior version to what you have been holding in the opinion of yourself. You begin to hold yourself in the highest esteem. And so I hear you now to say, I can't, I can't, I can't. I am not, I am not. Yet you are enough. You have always been enough. You have always been loved through the eyes of the divine. And yet you see yourself so differently. And so can you begin to see yourself in the highest level of esteem. You stand taller. You stand prouder. You stand in your power. And now you are saying, but this is arrogance. Not arrogance, this is self-love. Self-worth. Yet you do not recognize it, you have not experienced it. Through your own set of circumstances, through your own set of experiences, through your own beliefs, through your own limitations. And the collection of this has been the point of your regard. We are changing the point of your regard. We are changing the pinnacle of your regard. The pinnacle of your regard becomes the collection, accumulation of a positive set of beliefs, understanding, awareness, healing, that brings you to a place where you know exactly where your boundaries are, you know exactly where your fences are, you can see them and you know what you will allow in, what you will not allow in, what you will not tolerate. And also what you now feel free to welcome with love, to welcome with friendship, to welcome with connection, without fear. Without fear for your sensitivity. Because your soul is vibrating at a level of discernment that does not waver. You connect to this continually, you believe in it, you align with it, and you remind yourself, I am enough when this is challenged. For there remains the challenge of those who wish to poke and to prod. Your boundaries do not move. Your fences do not move. There is expansion. There is more. Believe that there is not less in this way. There is more. More openness. More willingness. A depth of connection. A depth of feeling. A depth of sensing. A depth of awareness. A sense of safety, of security. That all is well. This is the Wisdom Path podcast, the inner truth you can trust. I've been Louise Hallam. Thank you for listening today. Sending you blessings of love and light.